into opposition politics. Two options we had. Two options we had. The truth is, my friends, I want you to understand, Ramesh, Gypsy and I, we could have chosen the easy way out and we could have remained silent, watching as the membership of this party diminished year after year and as national support disappeared. My dear friends, we could have chosen blind loyalty to a leader. Blind loyalty to a leader. We could have chosen that. A leader whose behavior began to demonstrate an indifference and a lack of respect for a people who supported the party with their vote and their money. We could have done that. My dear friends, Ramesh, Gypsy and I could easily have maintained our seats in the front bench of Parliament by doing absolutely nothing as those who are there doing now. We could have been in the front benches and do nothing and stay there. My dear friends, Ramesh, Gypsy and I could have chosen popularity within the party rather than popularity within the country. We chose the latter, popularity within the country. But we believe that we had to earn it, we had to work for it, that nobody would trust it upon us. My dear friends, we could have lulled ourselves into a false sense of party security, and we could have avoided the threat of suspension and expulsion which continues to face us. But we chose to raise our voices and to speak out. We chose to do that with our eyes open. My dear friends, had we chosen not to be as we are today, you, our supporters, you, my people, would have been no better off today or tomorrow. Because unless we get this party to government, the PNA will continue to treat us as second-class citizens. Some people want that. They want to be second-class citizens. And they believe that when they give them a bus pass and an MP sticker, it made them first-class citizens. What fools they are. It was therefore against that background that Ramesh, Gypsy and I approached the National Executive Committee, known as NATEX, with our concerns. But instead of coming to us and engage us in honest dialogue, we were dismissed and branded as dissidents, Nima Karam, Ranjak. The need to hold on to power within the party by whatever means necessary became greater than the desire to reform and to reposition the party to hold the reins of government. So therefore it was in this context that we decided, after consultation with the people, that the noise of our people's opinions should not drown out our message. And thank God we had colleagues at NATEX who joined with their colleagues in Parliament, Ramesh, Gypsy and me. We had colleagues, Dr. Rupert Griffith, Sylvester Ranker, Don Sylvester. They joined with us. They saw the light. And today, those three guys are paying a price for it in the courts of the land. As such, therefore, we decided that we shall not be trapped living with the results of other people's warped thinking. And it's against that, my friends, we built this platform for change, to give this party back to you, the people. Tonight we heard people speaking from different parts of this constituency. I was coming in the car and I heard Ms. Edwards. For the first time in my life, I was so touched to hear the humility and the honesty in Ms. Edwards. And there are so many other Ms. Edwards throughout this country, but you will never get a chance to hear about them once you have those guys in reality complex guiding your lives. The content of our message, my dear friends, is quite clear. This platform for change, I want to say to you tonight, this platform for change is not about derailing the UNC, but instead of making the UNC become a valid party on the national landscape. My dear friends, this platform for change is not about maligning the party leadership, but instead is about transformation, to provide the party with a leadership, with a credibility rating that would make it better in a country experiencing a dearth in political leadership. My dear friends, this platform for change is not about bringing the death knell for the UNC, but instead this platform is about raising consciousness that will position this party as the absolute option for governance whenever the general elections are called. But instead of NATEX treating us and the issues we raise internally, instead of sitting and talk to us, the reality NATEX, and tonight I christen them the reality NATEX, because the reality NATEX comprised of 22 persons sitting in a room in reality for the past 4 years. 12 of them have been elected for 4 years, and 10 of them have been selected by one man. One man select 10 of them, and therefore 12 plus 10 make 22, and that is your representation. And those 22 men and women guide the lives, your destiny for the last 4 years. They don't want change. Man, they don't even want exchange. They don't even want exchange. And I say to you tonight that they have ignored our concerns and they call us mere macarons and continue to align us as they do so. Look, at one point in time, we decided that we will match them at every turn. We decided that we will go down to the gutter and behave as them. But wiser counsel prevailed, and we decided that no longer will we go down to their level. No longer shall we go down to their level. Because if we cannot bring them up to our level of discourse, then under no condition will we go down to theirs. So I have news for them. Call us the do what you want, but we ain't going down to that level. My dear friends, several issues confront us today. But two of these are major challenges to governance, because they raise questions concerning our fitness to govern. If within our own party we abuse the rules, we are trying to govern ourselves, we have to question ourselves. And those two issues that confront us today are the lack of accountability and the lack of transparency in office. These two issues, the lack of accountability and the lack of transparency in office, are major challenges, because at a time of global market volatility, at a time of financial suspicion, a nation wants a party in power that it can trust with its national purse. It wants a party in power that will ensure that taxpayers' money is accounted for and is well distributed. These therefore are major challenges by people, because the nation needs to be assured that the UNC Alliance, of which the UNC is a major partner, should we be given a chance to govern, the nation must be assured that we will not get drunk with power and use our parliamentary majority to postpone elections year after year, as is now being done within the UNC. My people, this is not far-fetched. This can be done in Parliament by a simple majority. Managing to get up tomorrow and say no local government elections this year. Simple majority. But for 4 years, we have done that within the UNC. How the hell could we attack Manning if we in the UNC are not governing ourselves? How can we therefore overhaul the PM and his government if we don't clear our own house and make sure that we, as a UNC, that we are above repute on matters related to finance, transparency, constitutional matters, and leadership? How can we as a party talk about respecting our constitution? Or I should say it differently. How can we as a party talk about respecting the nation's constitution, when we don't respect our own. A constitution that was designed for this party by my dear friend and brother, Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj. And at this point in time, Ramesh, I want to publicly commend you for the role you have played in freeing this country for the time being.